Hey. So peace and blessings to everyone. Um, this is a, the intention of this video series is helping people understand what it takes to thrive in life by understanding the role of God, isn't it, Merlin? Yeah,
That's right.
yeah.
That's right.
So we're
And
going to look at small elements of it, okay? Each video. So, and today we are looking at something. Before we go into God's role, we need to see what are the other roles. Our role, we have a role. We have a role of other people have a role. And of course, God has a role in general in life. Okay. Now, where did this understanding come from? This understanding for me, it came from Byron Katie's book. Okay, the book was called "Loving What Is." Okay, and I love the way she explains it in that book, where she says um, there are only three kinds of businesses. There's no fourth. My business, God's business, and other people's business. And then she goes on to say, everything which is not in our control is God's business. Things like the weather, the wars in the world, and um, the market situation, etc. Okay, is not in my control. That's God's business. And then she talks about other people's business. Like if I start thinking about um, this is good for this person. Okay, this is not good for this person. Okay, this person should behave in this way. Whenever we go into thinking what is best and not best for someone else, that is their business, not ours. That causes a lot of stress. And that brings us to our business, which is what is good for me, best for me right now. When I read this for the first time, I realized I was unconsciously, innocently, most of the time paying attention to things which was not in my control. My mind was full of those thoughts of God's business. Okay. And my mind was filled with thoughts about other people. Hence, I felt very weak, powerless. And no wonder I didn't have energy to do what I wanted to do, focus on
yes,
things I wanted to focus. There was an energy leak all the time. One step ahead, four steps backward.
yes,
Tell me, what are you
and
hearing in that, Stabelil?
yes. I think for our listeners as well, some of you may be, educators, mothers, or people who seem to be involved in other people's business. And so that's where sometimes it may be difficult. And this is why we're talking about this as well, right? Because when things get blurred because of your role, then it will help you also not deplete your energy if you are uh, putting things back into place, right? Um, yes,
Yeah.
it can be hard sometimes to,
Yes.
but that's
Yes.
where we hear a lot of about burnout, about um, compassion fatigue in these kind
Mm,
of roles, and that
mm.
comes from this, doesn't it? It comes
Absolutely.
from putting things, um, yeah, blending things together, thinking we are in the right role here. That
Yes.
well, this is what I'm supposed to do. Um, so inshallah, this is the kind of thing we'd like to explore.
Yes, absolutely. It's very interesting what you're pointing to because I remember reading this in Byron Katie's book, where even in the name of love, it's pure arrogance. Well,
Mm,
that word just shook me. Because, for example, my wife, she's a teacher. She teaches little kids. Now, for her, not thinking about her kids is like, what do you mean? Like, how can I not think about my kids? Like, I mean, it's saying it's about we will know when I'm starting to get into their business. There's a difference. For example, I start thinking they should be performing in this way.
mm,
That's not in our hands. Now, what can I do to help them understand what they need to understand? That's my role.
mm.
There's this subtleness when we start to see it's like our business stops and their business begins, and that's very energizing, not draining. Okay? My mother,
Exactly.
I'll give you another example. My mother, I came home late yesterday and she was super stressed. She told me she had a headache and she had this extremely bad feeling in her tummy and she was wondering what's going on. I didn't pick up my phone and I came home and for a moment I felt bad. Then I went, like, hang on for a minute, like what is happening here? And of course when she calmed down, she went into worry
Mm.
because I didn't pick up the phone. She went into worry. Okay? And at times worry looks like love, but worry isn't. Worry isn't. So when we go into thinking what could have happened, that's God's business.
Yeah.
That's God's business. Like
Yes.
not picking a phone. Like this is the subtleness of how we don't recognize. We get into these thoughts in our head, which is God's business of what is going to happen. We don't know. Why is somebody not picking the phone? We don't know. But what can I do? Can I try again? Yes. But not engaging in what could have gone wrong is definitely doesn't serve us because we are already having a bad expectation of God and which is not helping us first.
Hmm.
Yeah. On the other hand,
Yes.
I could when I bring compassion to those that difficult experience in the moment, that worry, when that passes, I'll start to knowing, okay, it's not that complicated. Maybe it there's this my word for this, Madeline, is there's this gentle liberation which comes up, okay,
Mm-hmm.
of knowing I can't eat for you.
Mm-hmm.
Even though I love you, I care for you, I want best for you, sure, I have the freedom to do all of that, but I can't eat for you. It's not possible like that. I can't do things for you. I can't make your life work. That is between you and God.
Exactly.
Okay?
Yes.
This is the divine design. When I understand this, whatever I can think good, I can have intentions for you, I can pray for you, but I can't do it for you.
Hmm.
So that is liberation, that is freedom, because now what's happening is humility, knowing what I don't have power. Only God has power, absolute power, and making anybody do. Um, he has that power. We don't. It's interestingly, it that powerlessness initially seems powerful, if you know what I mean.
Hmm. Exactly.
It starts to feel gentle. It starts to open up our hearts. Our minds become quieter. We have the freedom to love, but with no expectations.
Hmm. Hmm.
Okay, we have this choice to give, but don't expect anything back here. Okay,
Hmm.
I can show my love without an expectation. There, that stops. Okay, that stops because when I express my love, I want you to reciprocate. Not my business.
Mm,
Not my business.
yeah, that's a beautiful example. Yeah, exactly.
And that's
It's a
slavery.
beautiful.
Yes, go on, Stability. Go on, please.
No, I'm just it's such a beautiful example because we can get really caught up in this kind of
Mm,
thing. And especially in our most intimate relationships, our families,
yeah,
our spouses, how we are caught up in that. That
yeah.
okay, they oh, it, I mean, you're talking about love, but all of the things that are linked to love, respect,
Mm.
you know sometimes you may think, oh, because they haven't done that, they don't respect me. If it's, I don't know, your children, people who are younger than you in general, this kind of thing, these kind of thoughts, it can creep up. Yes, it's another aspect, I think, is also that we live in a results-driven society and we bypass sometimes the whole process and think that the results are in our hands. I mean, how, you know,
Yes, yes,
um,
it's such an important aspect. Exactly, yes. The pressure, isn't it? Even for a child, like you should get so many marks. You should win every game. Oh Lord, how is that even possible?
yes,
Not in my hand.
exams,
God's business.
exactly. Subhanallah.
Before
And
even we have
even,
started, we have failed because that pressure of of that result does not give us energy to even show up in our best self.
exactly.
It comes in the way. Sorry, what
Mm.
were you going to say? Sorry, I got excited there.
No, exams in general. And maybe
Mm.
some listeners are going to say, well, isn't like the day of judgment or, the ultimate meeting with God a kind of exam or something like that. But that doesn't matter, does it? It's really the process of it. I mean, when I say it doesn't matter, I can hear some people
I
say, what
know.
do you mean? No.
Because the ultimate results, irrespective of how much ever efforts we put, God says that, right? The results are in
Mhm.
his hands. It's not about,
Exactly.
the results are not equivalent to the effort. No, no, it's never like that. At times,
Yeah.
very little results gets us amazing results. Does that mean we are entitled for that results? No, it's his mercy.
Yeah.
At times we put so much effort, we don't get what we think. Does that mean he is punishing us? No, no.
Mhm.
This is
Mhm.
why this series, what we are offering, comes in, where we will be looking at aspects like success, failure, happiness, etc. Things which matter to us, these elements of life which we think helps us thrive. Love, fear, all of it, okay? Key elements. And we'll be looking at what's our role, what's God's role, what's other people's role. That helps us free ourselves from slavery of not getting into business which is not ours, okay? And gives us the freedom to show up fully in areas where we can. Okay? And the chances of we wanting the kind of results we are wanting is higher when we show up in fully in areas where we can. Okay? So this is a journey. So we want you to come along, listen, and pay attention to the direction and not the words. Our words could be flawed.
Yes.
Our words could
Yes.
be flawed. We are trying to point to a universal truth. And yeah, come along this journey and see what resonates.
Inshallah. I look forward to it and to see how we explore this even deeper, inshallah.
God willingly. Yes. That's where we pause for this video.